Hello again! Right, this should work now. That was 100% Twitch and OBS combined. That was nothing to do with me. I hadn't changed the settings since the last stream, and this last stream worked perfectly. So I have no idea what happened, but welcome back, and hope everything will work now. So hopefully you won't get any lag, hopefully it'll all work, and we can get on with the stream. So I'm not sure about YouTube, let me just double check. I think it's alright. I think. Although now all my audio is just cut out. Interesting. Okay, that's better. That's better. Is that Tetley, though? Okay, we're back. We're back. So, we're going to start the Cursed Expedition. The Cursed Pilot, even. Now, I've obviously put that there. Seems okay, except you're speaking in French. Interesting, I wish I could. I wish that could be a thing. Like, you know, some people actually have that, where they, like, have some accident and they wake up out of a coma or something and they speak, like, fluently Spanish. Or there's that lady who woke up with the Chinese accent, and she's not making it up, she literally speaks like a Chinese person. He's a very naughty boy, but also OBS and everything else is a very naughty boy. Welcome, Forking. You did miss my entirely majorly big cock up at the beginning there. No idea what happened really. It was just I think a bitrate issue between OBS and the output. Now it says that I'm broadcasting at 21,831 bit rate. Now Twitch takes 6,000. YouTube can take anything as much as you can throw at it, but we're broadcasting at 6,000 kilobytes per second. At the moment, I'm broadcasting at 21,500. So I don't really know what's going on with Twitch, Aruni, but something is definitely going on. Thank you very much, Nikki. So anyway, let's crack on. Marty was having problems yesterday, stopped early. Yeah, it's a bit weird because I know I am signed up for Twitch's test 2K streaming, so you should be able to see me in 2K, or you should get the stream in 2K. However, like, most partners don't get a bitrate at 21,000 as a stable broadcast, so I don't know why I've got it, but anyway, I'm going to take it. Right, so let's start this save. I literally logged in to get the screenshot, and hopefully we're not going to get the lag, the slaggy laggy. How you doing, Nikki, with her newly painted furniture and her really big green knobs? They are green, aren't they? It's not my eyesight going completely, is it? Right, look at this. This is literally the starter. I've got no controls. Oh, I've got controls. Right, you can see it's the starter because that thing is always there where you start, right? Bits of, like, I don't know what it is. You can never pick it up or anything or scan it or whatever. But it's bits of random broken machinery that are at the start. Look what's in front of me. I couldn't have got a better starter location. So, I think and there's also another building over there. And that's a hauler. So basically, the challenge is that we've got to get a hauler. So, we are on perma, so it is going to be a little bit more difficult. We've started obviously with nothing. I'm going to have to be careful. It is an icy planet though, so that's a good one to start on. Probably ought to get some ferrite of the dust variety. Or dust of the ferrite variety. Before I get going, because I'll need to mend shit, I think. Maybe I don't need to mend shit. No, this is a tutorial's off, isn't it? So I don't need to mend shit. I just need to really get out of the thermal damage area. Have we got any... Oh, that'll do. Oh, that's not good. One of those. So hopefully you can hear me and everything. Fine. And see me. The camera should be a little bit better because I've changed the colour rendering, or whatever the colour space is called, and so it should make the blacks blacker. Like I was very washed out before, and I could never really remember what it was or work out what it was. But I think I worked out what it was. It just makes the blacks better, so therefore overall the colours are better. There you go. Don't worry, you're not late, Nikki, and the reason you're not late is because the broadcast wouldn't work. It was telling me that I was going at too much of a bit rate, and yet now it's broadcasting at 21,200. Only like 15,000 more than it was telling me that I had. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but there we go. There we go. We're there. We're here. So we went out to a Latin thing today. Had some Argentinian barbecued something. It's very nice. Although I think mine had more fat than it did meat. But Gabby knows the lady, so she'll have words. Words will be spoken. So, let's go and have a look at... Good evening, Raiders. Hope you're good. Hope you had a good stream, Zane. Did you manage to find your triple S, sorry, not triple S thingies? I wasn't spit roasted. That's a horrible thought to throw gag. What I am, though, is on permadeath, and I really shouldn't do that with a brand new character. So, I want to see how much this is. So this is 23.9 million units. Bruce Welsh, how you doing? Dark Lord, welcome. Mr. Zane, thank you once again for the road. So we are doing... Whoa, 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 that could get me very dead. We are doing a challenge called the Cursed Pilot. Where basically we are on a planet. We can... Oh, look, a dude! A dude! He looks like an alien! Not like a lady. We got a triple S, but found by a co-op player. Ah! So you didn't find it then. Didn't count, did it? Didn't count. Right, I don't think I've got no nanites. That's the problem. I'm going to threaten them. Go, oi! Draw my tool. Yeah, weirdly, Zane, I started the stream, and it didn't work at all. I was really stuttery, everything else. It was saying I had too high a bit rate. Okay, so, double checked. OBS had to shut the stream down, restarted the stream, checked the bit rates, set at 6,000, started a new stream. It's working perfectly well, and OBS is telling me I'm broadcasting at 21,797 kilobytes. So, yeah. My bitrate is a lot higher than what they said it is, so don't know what's happening with Twitch. Really, really weird. YouTube is fine, I think. You won't be needing the epic triple S Diplo then, I understand. Well. Right, anyway, we've started this. Literally, I started up the hill there, and there is a frickin' platform here. So, theoretically, it could make this a very easy run. However, we have got to get 28 million units, which is going to be tricky, and I'm not sure this planet has anything on it that is particularly useful. In fact, I don't think it has anything that's particularly useful, and it's full of gex. I mean, that's a good thing that it's full of gex, because the whole point of this challenge is that I've got to basically get a hauler, find a hauler or buy a hauler, leave the planet, and then land on a distant planet. The tricky part of this challenge is that every time you want to take off, you have to get a hardframe engine to allow you to take off again. That means fighting a load of sentinels. Your first takeoff is free, so I'm going to try and leave my ship where it is until I really, really need it. I'm going to try and poke a couple of sentinels to see if I can get them to drop some bits and pieces that I might need. And then, if I can do that, then I could build up my multi-tool to a good enough point that I might be able to survive a sentinel. Now, last time I streamed, week ago, something like that, we did this challenge and we got really far. We built up our multi-tool, we did really well, we survived, and then we needed to take off, and we needed a sentinel. There was not a single sentinel on the planet. We walked for about an hour, all around, shooting everything, and then not a single sentinel. I mean, what are the chances of that happening? This is where I don't have any sentinels on this planet again. Oh, he's a bit of a big bad boy, isn't he? He could nut ya. Now, I don't know anything about this new thing that Zane's been doing and everybody else has been doing, because unfortunately I've been stupidly busy this week and have not had a chance to even get onto No Man's Sky before. So, I don't know how you do anything, or what you have to do first. You probably have to, like... Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I need some frickin' sodium. Yeah, I gathered that. I gathered that. Oh dear. I've got nothing in my tanks either. Ugh. This could be really, really bad. Can I get up there in time? I mean, I didn't even go very far. Is it recovering now? No? So why is it not recovering? No, I'm dead. How could I possibly die going up a slope? So we did have an amazingly good start there. Unfortunately, that was one of the very rare times I've died. And it was going up a slope. So, let's try that again, shall we? Unfortunately, because it's perma, I can't change it again. So, let's try that again. So, that was a Gex system with frickin' haulers. I can guarantee you now, I'm going to get a frickin' Korvax system or something, without anything. Yeah. I don't know how that could have killed me, to be fair, because I had full 3 pips of shields. I literally jumped up a slope. Ridiculous. But perma is perma. Now we've got a fiery beast. So what have we got? Probably started off with no... Oh, we are a Gex system. Okay, and we've got ancient bones. And it's a purple planet. Just makes all the difference. However, I'm very, very surprised that killed me. Like, I don't really see how that killed me, because it was only my hazard protection that was off. So, anyway, it did, and there's nothing I can do about it. Your shields are down. I still had 3 pips on the shields. So, I'm a little bit confused. Gumbo Willie, how you doing? Welcome. And welcome to everybody else as well. Hope you've all had a great weekend. And you're doing better than this little gek. Because this little gek has not had the best start. Got Strider. Now, I don't know how to do that whole thingy. I don't know anything about this new update. I have not had time to have a look at it. So, absolutely not a clue. Not a sausage as to what I need to do with that thing. All I do know is that chlorine used to sell for quite a lot, and I'm going to need to make a lot of nanites very quickly. Unless we can find a crashed ship. But the chances of finding a crashed ship are going to be slim. Unless we take off with our basic ship. And what we could do, actually... That's a very good idea. So we can't land, but we have the... Well, we could land, but then we've got to fight a Sentinel Walker. So what we could do is we could take the starter ship and basically just look to see if we can find a crashed hauler. And if we find a crashed hauler, we can then set ourselves down next to it, and then we can mend the crashed hauler. Now, the thing is, we're still going to have to get to a point where we fight a Sentinel. Well, the thing is, Mild Explorer, when you're trying to talk to people and stream and concentrate on not dying, it's difficult to see everything. Right. Why don't I have a thingy? Gek doesn't have a thingy. He doesn't have a thingy. He should have a thingy. There's his thingy. Why was his thingy not working? Let's try that again. Ah! We have a thingy. So take this because we're going to need the copper. Oh shit me! Not again! I need, before I take the copper, I need sodium. Why is there no sodium? Seriously, and you're just going to taunt me because I can't actually take you. Have we got a cave? Got a knowledge stone. Don't really need a knowledge stone, but I get a vision of a Gek. Ah! Probably the worst thing to have. Not any sodium anywhere. And, oh, now we got fire. This might be a very, very, very short stream. Oh, come on, just give me some sodium. Yeah, I know. There's absolutely sod all I can do about it. I've got no foliage. No scanner. And no caves. So yeah. Basically, a failed start on this one. Because there ain't anything I can do unless I can... Yeah, I know, but because even if I go into a cave or something, unless I can find sodium, there's literally no sodium on this planet. Fan-frickin-tastic. No, I'm going to be dead in minutes. There's one gone down. Yeah, he's dead. The harsh reality of permadeath these days. And very bad luck. There was no sodium. There was no plants. There was nothing that I could use to get my hazard protection back up. And also, if you dig yourself into a cave, it doesn't recharge your hazard protection. It just stops it from going any worse. So, yeah. Let's try again, shall we? Third time lucky? Third time lucky? Or is this just not going to be a Gek's day? So, that was a Gek system as well. So, but that's what I'm thinking. It would probably be the best idea to try and do this. Is try and find a... Okay, Frosty McFrosterson. Yeah. What is it? Is it Korvax? Ah, I mean, unlikely we're going to have crashed. That's nice. Is there any... So there is some sodium. Let's go this way. Anyone would think that I'm a rookie and haven't done this for thousands of hours. That was just incredibly, incredibly unlucky to have such, like, no resources anywhere. So should we do this as a test run then, to see if I can do it my way? And I swear that there was damaged machinery there. There was a damaged machinery there. So if we take off, we can only take off once before we've got to fight a frickin' sentinel. But if we take off, fly to try and find a crashed hauler. That means we can set up base next to the crashed hauler that we've got to fix. We can then fix that crashed hauler. We can then... At least then we've got the ship that we need. Then all we've got to do is build up so that we can get sentinel to hunt. Then once we've got the sentinels together, and we've got that hardware engine, we can take off. The difficult part is we are going to have to get a hyperdrive in it and everything like that. So I don't know in this mode whether you get the hyperdrive. I think you just get the hyperdrive. I think you get the hyperdrive. But I mean, it's a good flat planet to do our searches. So that isn't too much of a bad thing. Let's just go and splurge the iteration there. Broadcast it, in other words. Oh, I'll take some poo. I might need some poo, you never know. Oh, what have you got for me? Anything useful? Nothing found? Oh, projectile ammunition. That is actually quite useful to begin with. And this will be quite useful to begin with. Take that. If that gives me a Gek relic, I'm not going to be happy. Because no one wants a Gek relic, not even the Gek. Right, let's go and grab this. Oh, look at that little... That is the best thing you can see on a permadeath save early on. Is that lovely golden haze in the distance. Look at that. Oh, how nice is that? Right, let's grab these. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, no. Last one. There's one. Alright, fine. Oh! What have we got here? That'd be something good. From an S-class something. No. Oh, Starship Launch Field. I mean, not really what we need. Ow. We got crabs. Aha! You thought I was going to be dead, but I knew different. Right, I'll grab that little bit there, and then we will take off. The difficulty is we can't land. So, what we're going to need... We've got launch fuel, but that wouldn't be useless anyway. I'm going to need tritium. No, I don't. What do I need to power the thingy? Yeah, tritium. Then we could always go up into space, get some tritium. But that's only going to be needed for... yeah, okay, let's get in. Let's get in and see where we are. See where we are. Right, I need to put that into this mode, because who flies in first person? Certainly not Gek. Not a true Gek. I'm just going to double check that YouTube is working, because you know what it's like. I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Cool, cool. Right. So, the rules are that in order to... We can have our first launch for free, but after that, to enable us to launch off the planet surface again, the ship's cursed, the engine's cursed, we've got to fight a Sentinel... Not Walker, but one of the, like, Minotaurs. You fly in first person and run in third person. Yep, that's because you're Canadian. So, the scanner's recharging. I've just got to make sure that I do not ever hit that land button. So we want to go... Let's go north. This is a very nice flat planet. So... Hopefully we might be able to see something. But we've got to find a crashed ship. Now, it's not actually that difficult. I say that, and we won't be able to find one. But it's not the hardest thing to do in the world. So even though that's a landing thing, the engines won't start, won't work. But do you see me? Do you see me? So that was something very silly said by one of our... Right, you see, that would tell me that where the crashed ship is. But if I land, I can't take off again. And then if it tells me that that crashed ship is like 200 million miles away, there's nothing we can do about it, because we can't get there. So, by doing it this way... It's going to be a little bit more laborious. Well, no, it might not be. It might be quite fun. It would be nice if it was daytime, though. Because, like, nighttime. It's a big crater. So keep your eyes peeled. Now, you used to be able to find crashed ships very easily by just hitting this button on the D-pad buttons. And it would basically ping anything that was nearby. And so, therefore, you could just find the ship and fly down. We have got the added complication that there may be pilots, crashed pilots. There may also not be. Ooh. Is it worth? No, it's not worth me shooting that, because if I shoot that, then Sentinel's going to be after my ass, and I can't put my ship down to then find the stuff. This may not have been such a good idea. Maybe I should have done Iraqi first. on the ground. But anyway, we'll live and learn. I can shoot the ground and get stuff, like, yeah, but the problem is that, that's not going to help me massively. I mean, it will help me fix the ship up, I guess. But I don't want to shoot sentinels, because otherwise they will send a, sentinel destroyer, whatever it is, not destroyer, but the sentinel ship after me. And if they send the sentinel ship after me, then I'm not going to be able to survive in this thing. Yeah, also, thank you for the follow, dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're well. So what we really want, what I really want, is a crashed hauler. It's got to be a hauler by Beebs' rules. Now, the difficulty with this is that because we're in a system that is not... Maybe I should leave the system and go to a GEX system. Have we got a hyperdrive? We've got a hyperdrive, but we've got no fuel. So I can't go anywhere.
When I mention my friend,
Dickus. Alice, welcome. Happy Fun Day Sunday, everyone. Nice to meet you all again, as always. You see, I don't think you've got enough. You can't afford it, Dark Lord. Oh, it's so funny that Dark Lord can't afford it, and he doesn't know how to add things. And I haven't had time this week, Dark Lord. I've not even streamed. But I just haven't had time to do anything. So this week, hopefully, it'll be a little bit more back to normal. Ah, we can see again. Fantastic. So we are looking for a crashed hauler. Now, if the crashed ship we find a crashed ship, I need to go north. Game over, boys. Rainmaker, how you doing? Well, I just read the instructions for the challenge, and it's a wonderful idea. Kudos to Beebs for his imagination. I have to think of which of my saves I have to delete. Yeah, I mean, you can have quite a lot of saves now, though, can't you? I mean, there's quite a few really cool challenges, Rainmaker, on that. Yeah, do check out Beebs' website, beeblebum.com. I don't know whether... Actually, it should be linked in my description. But because the first stream cocked up, I'm not sure whether the second stream... I should have copied the details across, but I'm not sure whether it's got everything there. Yeah, there's another one that he's put together that sounds quite cool. Originally we did come up with a lot of different challenges and stuff, and we never ended up putting them in place. And then Beebs did start doing the challenges, which were similar. But I think we were all going along the same lines. But yeah, they are fun. It's fun to do something a bit different. And also difficult. It doesn't work, Old Explorer. It doesn't work. I could do it. Shall I give Dark Lord Zelric some points? What do we reckon? Does he deserve it? Does he deserve it? What we could do is we could go to another system, but in order to do that, I would need to get a warp cell. I can't get a warp cell because I don't have any money. And I could sell my virtue at the space station, but I'm not sure anyone would be interested in a small gek. I'm not even a small gek in this save. I'm a traveller. Maybe they would be. Maybe I'd get more money. So ultimately, we are going to be a little bit stuck. However, if we find a hauler as a crashed ship, that would be very cool. But if it's a shuttle, or if it's an explorer, it's pretty useless to us. Thank you, Mr. Forking. That's very kind of you with the gifted subs there. What did you do? 5 tier 1 gifted subs. That's awesome. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, hopefully we'll be on a lot more. You think I am Maximus? Watching both your stream and YouTube and the Lion King at 1.5 on Disney Plus. Interesting. An interesting combo. Can you feel the love? I can't do that. I can't remember what the words are. We went and it was quite a while ago. Oh! It's a frickin' Explorer. It's not. It hasn't got a dude, so it is definitely a crashed ship that we could take. But the rules are very clear that it's got to be a hauler. Which means if you start on a Gek planet, which we did originally, then we would have been fine. But I can't say that now. We'll check another ship, but I have a horrible feeling that with the planets, because it's a Korvax planet, it will have crashed explorers. If you are ship hunting, it might be worth flying in first person, as ships show little squares on the radar. Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Because then Old Explorers won. And we can't ever have that. Old Explorer can never ever be right. Ever. Like, that's just the law. The self-proclaimed laws of the Golden Gex channel. You won the Grand National yesterday, Star, showing that. Oh, cheers, dude. Do you know what? I'm gonna say this, but I always win on the Grand National. I have done every year. This year, I completely and utterly forgot that it was on. Last year, I had first, second, and third. I won a load of dollar bills, yo. But thank you very much, dude. And I'm glad that you won. It was pretty cool, wasn't it? That the horse that won has like been. I think it's the first time since like 1930 or something that the it may have been 1970 or something. Still, it's been a very long time since a horse that's won the previous Grand National wins another one. So that's very cool. First time winning, but it was a good win. Oh, good. I'm glad about that. Yeah, mine have never been. I've never been that brave because I've never had that much cash to be able to lose. So my winnings have always been like a good few hundred, but like that's off like a maximum £50 bet. So I would like to be brave enough or have enough money to be able to put a bigger bet on, but yeah, I mean they could start fart, slip, fall over, so you never know. That's the problem with the horses, with the old GGs. It's a bit like the Kentucky Derby, yes, but much better. It is. That is fact. That is a fact. I think it is like one of it is the global, like one of the best global horse races, isn't it? It's always 4 o'clock at Aintree, and I know that. Cheers, Bruce. Take care, dude. So we've found a lot of these so far. One thingy, but if we find one more crashed ship, we can confirm. Well, we can't 100% confirm, but if it's another Explorer, then we know that we're going to be a bit screwed. And it's almost worth. Because I don't know how else we're going to be able to do this challenge. I mean, this is a good possibility. We could land. Problem is we've got to build up a lot of stuff, but we could build a base under that. Let's just have a little recce to see if there are actually any. I don't think there's haulers on a Korvax, because there's shuttles, explorers. Explorers are a Korvax's main thing. You had a 3-way. Steady on, Forking. And you had a good weekend, but hey. That would have returned 4K. 2 horses came in, but the third one fell at the second and last fence. Got yes. Yes. Maybe reading the instructions again. English is not my native language, but I'm pretty sure you don't need a hauler yet. You have to have a hauler to get off the planet. and you can only land once. So I was trying to be cheeky. Oh, there is a hauler. There is a hauler. So there are haulers in the system. That's good. That's good to know. No, so you have to have a hauler to be able to leave the system and finish, I think. But the problem is we haven't got any hyperdrive cores. So we haven't got any warp cores. So I can't warp to another system, because otherwise I could warp to a GEX system where we would be able to find crashed haulers. Because otherwise I might as well just use my start ship. There is literally no point in getting a crashed ship. We've got to buy or find a hauler to be able to then leave. Yes, but we're allowed any ship. But then I might as well just keep the one that I've got, which is all fixed and fine. You see, that's the way I read it anyway. I wonder if we shoot it down. But the thing is, that is a big beast. It's not even a short. It's not even a small hauler. That's a long distance beast. It's going to go the extra mile, that one. But I will stick it on autopilot and just bring up the rules very, very quickly, because obviously I did have them up before, but of course stream crashed. So let's have a look again. Let's read this fully. Cursed pilot. You see, because we've got to build a hauler. So the only way that I can build a hauler is to scrap haulers. But this is going to be incredibly difficult. And take an enormous amount of time. I wonder whether... I'll have to ask Beebs whether... Because I don't know whether he's done this and completed it or not. I'm sure he has done the stream of it, but I don't know whether he's completed it or not. Because this would take... This could take, like, 30 plus hours. Yeah, I think that there is different ones. It was just that I don't think they're crashed. But we were going to have to find 5 engines, body, cockpit, reactor. We've got to find 4. Dimitri, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Easter to you too. Well, Easter holidays, should I say. Yeah, I'm not really sure how we can actually do this, to be honest. Because I would have to find... We'd need to really be on a GEC system, I think, for the crashed... To almost guarantee crashed haulers. But if we've got to find 5... what's the actual... Hang on a sec. I just had a silly thought, right? We need to go and look at other planets in this system. Because this one... Well, they haven't said that. This one isn't actually a bad planet. So I'm not quite sure why it's quite so terrible on the old hazard protection. It could just be that the reduction in from perma from a new save, which has been a while since I've done a proper one. Just buy one, collect salvage data, and buy and sell them. Yeah, but they're like 28 million. Okay, so the ones that are in the... Yeah, that's what I didn't know, Nicky, you see. That's what I didn't know, is that whether we'd be able to actually find... whether I didn't know whether the pool of crashed ships for a planet was from the same ships that were in the system, or whether it was just like random that the crashed ships would be explorers, and therefore on this system it'd always be explorers. Because from doing a similar thing before, when I've looked for crashed ships, and you always get the same ship, or the same ship design. Ship at the beginning, where I suspect you grow in strength and money. A hauler isn't. No, that isn't. To scrap a hauler, you need another ship with a base near a hauler. Then take the hauler, scrap it, get back to your old ship, get a hire for him, and then you can search for another hauler. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'd have to have a base down. I suppose though you wouldn't need a base, because you would be able, when you scrap the hauler in the space station, it will automatically give you back your ship, and then you can fly back out of the space station down to the planet. But you're still going to need to have a hard frame engine to be able to take off the next time. I'm not sure whether my brain has got enough capacity to process this challenge today. We may have to just load up our normal permadoom and do some hunting. It's a drop pod. Because the difficulty is going to be fighting that hard frame engine, and the only way we can do that is if we've got a decent multi-tool, and the only way we can get a decent multi-tool is if we find either a lot of damaged machinery and get very lucky, or get a lot of nanites. Same pool, same percentage. Ah, interesting. Right, here's a... don't know why. Oh yeah, okay. So you've proven the point, Nicky. You've proven the point. Or is this, or has this got a dude? That's got a dude. That doesn't count. I think they should actually give you a lot more for fixing their frickin' ship. How much fuel do you have? Well, I don't have any warp fuel. I've got 100 of that. But that's kind of irrelevant, because I'm not using it at the moment. And if I'm in space, I could always get more tritium from asteroids. The problem is that I don't have... I suppose I could use the ship to destroy the hard frame engine. But this ship isn't going to be pretty... it's going to be a bit like using a bag of cheese straws and throwing them at it. Really. That's going to be about as much use, I think. So yeah, I'm not really 100% certain how we would do this. We would have to locate a hauler. I mean, that is really the first thing that we've got to do. We've got to locate a hauler, because we need that first one to be able to get the first part of it. Once we've found a hauler that's our bet, we can build our base there. We can then do up the hauler and go out on recce's to try and build enough parts to build an exocraft that mean we can go further. To find enough parts to be able to build our multi-tool up strong enough to be able to fight the Sentinel. Because when we tried before with just... we had a fairly good components in our multi-tool, And we just got absolutely nailed. Can you land at a trade outpost like this? No. That's the problem. I don't think so, anyway. Ooh, wrong way. Wrong way! Stop it! That's what I wanted. I'm just trying to have a look to see what the... No, anytime a ship lands on the planetary surface, it becomes unresponsive. Landing on space stations, freighters, or the anomaly does not trigger the curse. That's it. That's the only things. So if I land at all, I'm going to have to fight a Sentinel mini walker in order to get the hard frame engine. Did I just fly over a... Was that a... Oh no, it wasn't. That was the shadow. That was its shadow. This is a bit of a challenge. Trading outpost landing platforms are technically not connected to the surface of the planet. No, unfortunately, it's not allowed. Same as with the other things, the archives. I think the only real way is to, because we're going to need that hauler, is to find a hauler. Because then we've got our first one. We've then got to get our multi-tool good enough and get a multi-tool good enough to fight a Sentinel walker. Because then, as soon as we've done that, we can go to the space station in our hauler. We can scrap it for the part. Then we can get back in our normal ship and go back down to the surface. But we don't need to land. We can then look for the second hauler. Put a base computer down with a teleporter. And because then we've been to the space station, we would be able to... Although actually, because you can teleport between the space station and base thingy, then we could go to get bits, couldn't we? You could teleport to the space station to get parts. I still think we need to find that crashed hauler first, because without that cuts out an extra launch. I'm not sure I like Beebs anymore. And we're switching as well. Mondays will now be back to Enshrouded on Enshrouded server, so that'll be what we'll be doing tomorrow night. So far it's me and Beebs that are going to be on there. I don't know about Bob or Train, because obviously they're still running on their Icarus server. I found it very difficult. I love Icarus, amazing game, amazing game. Very difficult to play as a multiplayer unless you're all building together and doing it as a real kind of like team challenge. Otherwise, people will always get ahead of others, and then it becomes very difficult. Enshrouded, however, like that is on the hard mode with more people on it. It's really difficult. It's like you've got a rubber sword and you're trying to hit these enemies and kill them, and you've got a rubber sword. Stop! I've got lots of these pods. I can't stop forking. I can't stop. Fuel. What do you mean fuel? I haven't got any warp fuel. Can you locate haulers from distress maps from the cartographer? Well, yes. I mean, you wouldn't be able to locate haulers. You'd be able to locate crashed ships. I don't have any hyperdrive fuels, so I can't go to a GEX system. That's the issue. If I had hyperdrive fuel, I would just fly to a Gex system where there is a lot of things. The problem is starting out from 0, I have literally got nothing. So I've got no money, I've got no nanites. Well, I've got about 5 nanites. So I can't land, because if I land, I can't take off again without fighting a doofer. Now, I could fight a doofer around one of these. If I found a good area that had like good stuff around it, I could stay at one of those. Now technically that's just going to give me a minor settlement. And that is a minor settlement. But I mean, if that had an S-class multi-tool, I'd still be screwed because I still can't do anything because I wouldn't be able to afford it. Now, this planet I think has ancient bones. They don't sell for a massive amount of money though, do they? That's the problem. No, it doesn't. It has absolutely feck all. So maybe it would be worth going up to space. Let's go up to space and see if we can find another planet in this system. That's nicer. Like a desert planet would be nicer. Or actually a lush planet would be lovely because then we won't have any problems with the thingy with the what's-its. So, let's go. Cactus, okay, that's not bad. Cactus is usually alright. What? We want to find one with not a gamma root planet. Don't give me a perfect stasis system. Even like not even that, it wouldn't even be funny. Okay, life incompatible planet will not be very useful at all. Give me a lush. That's right. That's got salvageable scrap. So we could go to that one. Copper, polyrite, silver. So polyrite for fuel. Salvageable scrap. Cactus flesh. That might be the one, people. That might be the one. We've got another 2 somewhere. Because then at least we've got... If we've got salvageable scrap... Although I don't know whether we can use it for anything, can we? That's just got nothing. I suppose I could get the gold. I could do a load of farming asteroids and get that. Oh, hello. I ain't got anything for you, mate. I haven't got anything for you. It really wouldn't matter whether I look at your cargo manifest. I could go, oh, that's very nice, but I don't have even a nugget to my name. Right, what's that one? Ancient bones, selenium. So that's going to be a fiery beast. I really would like a lush. Can we find a lush? Is the last one going to be a lush? Go on. Go on. You know you want to. We've got all these rocks right in the way. Is it on the other side of this? It must be. Are you gonna be down here? Right, where are you then? I've done that one. 1, 2. This map thing really is so irritating. Right, we know selenium one we've seen, gamma we've seen, life incompatible, frost, cactus. Yeah, so we have done. Oh, that's dissonance. But that's activated copper, so that's going to be a really, really nasty planet. So our best bet, really, is going to be that one. No, it isn't. Oh, I didn't know this before. So that one that had the salvage scrap is also dissonance. It didn't show me that on the scan, did it? And it's activated copper, so that's horrible. horrible. So none of these are really going to be particularly useful at all. That one's going to be... No, that's got activated copper, so that means it's got its high storms. So that one is going to be our best bet. That's really sad. Really, really sad. Fine. I mean, that's the only choice we've got. I can't warp to another frickin' system because I don't have anything to warp with. Could shoot the salvage scrap from ship and sell it for cash. That's true. That's true, Fraser. That is true. Should we try it? Should we try it? It does depend on how stormy Miss Daniels is going to feel tonight. You see, on the scan there, it doesn't tell me at all that dissonance is detected on there. Which is a little bit naughty. Really should tell me that. So yeah, my suit is probably not going to be particularly useful. I can pop in that. Do I have enough bits to... I do. Don't really need that yet. I've got one of those, that's really useful. Thank you. One of those, really useful. I hate having one of something. Oh, I'm trying to get some organisation going on. Wow, we're miles away. I'll leave that like that. Try and get some scanner readers. We're still a million miles away. It's been 7 hours and 15 days. Well, we're going to try it, Fraser. We're going to try it. See if we can do it. Because that might be possible. I mean, picking up the tritium is not going to be too difficult. We can get that with the ships. With the ship. So as long as we don't land. So now we've got to try and find scrap without landing. Let me guess, this is going to be a mountainous, ravenous beast. Oh, I've got the spinny, weird lines again. The game sometimes does that, and then I thought they fixed it, and then it has come back again. Right, so we could either do... I mean, it looks quite pretty. So we can look for a crash ship at the same time as we're looking for salvageable scrap. And then... And then... And then... And then... That thing like that is really irritating. Why is it doing it? Why does it need to do it when I can't land? That's infuriating. Does anyone know how to fix this? A marker for what on the compass? Oh, on the thing. So, what? So I have to... Oh, yes. Yes, no, you're right. You're right. There is. Wow. It showed a green barrel, but I don't see any. Is that what the symbol is? I don't see any. So if you shoot it, you can... Well, I did get something then. The barrel did explode. I'm going to have to go in first person, aren't I? An old explorer is going to have to be right. Ooh, this feels so weird. see what I get in a minute. I have a feeling I'm not getting anything. Other than just... Ah, this is making me feel seasick. Yeah, you get nothing. Yellow Wi-Fi symbol. Well, they were... Oh, I can't fly in this mode. That makes me feel horrible. I don't think we can even shoot these anymore. No, you can't even shoot those anymore with the ship. What's that? Oh, that's one of those crashed ship things. Those ones that have gone back to nature. A naturist type of ship. Right, let's go south. Bit south. I was flying first person, can't live without the radar information. Oh yeah, but it feels horrible. Right, oh, that is a one of those scrap dealer places. Is that... No, it's not. That's a place to get bones. You go there if you want to get boned. That is a little radar doofer. I mean, it's nice and clear, this planet. That is one good thing. I would like those stupid lines to go away, because that is nearly as bad as flying in first person. I mean, that would tell me where a crashed ship is, but I can't land. Because I can't get back up again. Because you're never going to get me down. I get back. Pissing the night away. There's another one. Taunting me with their ship, locations. They're shaking their little geck butt at me. Although they got a Korvax ass on this planet, so... Hard steel. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do that, because... No, I didn't get anything from shooting them. So I'm not sure how we can find that. That's not going to help, unfortunately. I mean, the green barrels replaced... Is that what you meant by the scrap? Because this little green marker on the thingy is these, like, hazardous wastes and stuff. That, if I shoot it, I get nothing. I just get ferrite dust, basically. But that could have been from the planet itself. There's nothing else. You know, Forking, I literally... That will take me such a long time. Do you realise I've got to scrap, like, so many of them? I've got to scrap at least 5. So if I buy a hauler, the minimum is like about 20 million, 22 million. Like, I can't, on permadeath mode, it doesn't give me that much for the items. So I would have to survive across the planet to buy, to like... It's not that easy. I think what they meant is shoot the scrap that gives you Corvette parts. Ah, okay. How do I find that? Oh, this... Why is this doing this as well? So... freaking irritating. Yeah, I don't know is the answer. I don't know. How do I find the scrap that has the Corvette parts? Yeah, you can't do it because I've got no Corvette. I can't scan. That's why. And that is just so irritating. I'm going to have to try and not be sick going in first person. It literally makes me seasick. Makes me feel really funny. I'll probably just get used to it, but oh, horrible. So, that's just the planets. That doesn't help me, a Sentinel Pillar, because in the rules we can't use the Sentinel Pillar to shut down the Sentinels. And it's pointless to land there, to then have to fight them, just to take off again. Maybe I read Beeb's rules differently. I think that our first landing is just to make money, maybe through farming, bury technology into... That is true, but I've got to be able to put my ship down somewhere that's useful. That's the thing. There's no point just putting it down anywhere. This is, Nikki, this is the planet with a salvageable scrap. I can't tell you what planet it is. Oh, Lubrivuv. This is the one we're on. It's the salvageable scrap. But it isn't showing on the HUD. See, that is that scrap stuff. But it doesn't give me anything. So I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, Nikki. Yeah, we could get the we could get it from a manufacturing facility as well, though. Yo, Nella, how you doing? White square on the radar equals crash ship, does it? What? So that equals crash ship? Aren't they just the planets on the radar? And that's the space station. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite following. I've never flown in this mode purely because it makes me seasick. So I'm not seeing anything on the radar. What's on my radar in the middle of the screen there are the planets. That's a diamond. Okay, Forking. Okay. I'm glad you're doing good, Nella. But thanks, Steve. I've never flown in this view because it makes me feel seasick. So, or travel sick, weirdly. So I don't know what I'm looking for on the HUD. So, like, you could tell me stuff is on the HUD forever, and I'm not gonna know what it means. Like, that thing there is one of those old bits of machinery, but that's not giving me anything. That's just the ferrite dust and stuff from around it. A square is a ship, and it appears on that radar in front of me. Yeah. All right. It's just weird that why would stuff on the planet show on that when it's showing the other planets? Do you see what I mean? That makes no sense. And why is it showing the other planets? The planets are the big round... You're funny, that. But why is it showing the planets anyway? What use is that information on that scanner? That doesn't give me any useful information whatsoever, does it? Yeah, I know that there's a few planets up there. That's what I'm trying to get at, is like, what is the point in knowing that the planets are there? Surely that's just a pain in the arse to not be able to see anything else. I know you said low and slow, but I'm finding that irritating. I haven't seen anything else come... So this is a salvageable scrap planet, so what does the salvageable scrap look like? It helps you air for another plants when taking off. Well, you'd be able to see it in front of you, because it's big and round. Usually colourful. Planets are quite easy to find, Wellbear. Welcome, how you doing, dude? But that's my point. Is like, I don't know why you'd need to see them on the radar. The radar of your ship should be useful for showing you where, like, shit is on the planet, not, like, in the system. Salvage is not on the radar. Ah, okay. Well, then that won't really help me then, will it? Now, look, what I'm trying to do is work out how on earth to do this challenge and what the best way of doing it is. Because we found lots of these crash ships that have been taken back to Mother Nature. But not a lot of other stuff. So basically, right, what's this purple shit thing then? What's this purple thing? Why have I got a purple thing on my radar? Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know where it is gone, and I don't know what it is, so absolutely not a sausage as to what that one is. Oh, is that... no. Oh, Madonna. Freighter. Let's have a look. Ah, you're right. It's a another thing that's totally useless for this radar. Glad about that. So the radar that you need to find stuff on the planet's surface doesn't actually show you stuff on the planet's surface. What it does is it shows you the stuff that's in space that you could see when you're in space. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh dear. I'm guessing that this is the bit of the game that Hello Games don't actually ever use or look at. Scrap shows on the HUD at the top where north, south, etc. are. Right, okay. That's a separate, completely separate place. But all I'm getting is the green barrels. I'm not getting anything else. And those green barrels I can't shoot. I know what you mean by the bits that when you shoot them you get the salvage parts, which can sell for a lot of money, and then we could do what Forking said and buy the Does that work if I'm in third person mode? Yes. Thank God for that. So show Misty. Earth is that? Oh, it's the smoke from one of those thingies. So a trading platform is about as good a place as any to set the ship down if we're going to go around here. Okay, the game's being weird. It's like freezing. It's no longer propelling me forwards. So it's doing this whizzy shit and no longer... I don't think it likes to be flying for a long period of time. I think that's what it's trying to tell me. So on this HUD at the top, we have not yet seen any salvageable scrap show up, even though this is a salvageable scrap planet. Which is not very useful. Want to call you so badly and talk you through the radar. Well, I know what it is. I know how it works, right, Nikki? Like, the little bits at the top will blob, and so this one here is a knowledge stone, right? So there'll be a knowledge stone round about here-ish. Anyway, there was a knowledge stone around about here. So then, but these don't show up on it at all. The deposits do show up on it, so that's showing me that there's a deposit there. And the green barrels show up. But nothing else shows up, Nikki. You can also fly up to down for that. That's a good point. It's a bit weird though, isn't it? It's nearly as bad as being in first person, to be fair. I don't know whether that actually gives me maximum visibility because everything's backwards. So I think the best thing to do would probably be my first, what I was doing to begin with. Like, and I do apologise if I make people scream at the screen or on the TV. It's not intentional, but it's this challenge is rather more tricky than I made out in the video. I mean, when you're in first... Oh, we're in first. Yeah, I mean, that would make me feel even worse. So the massive radar thing in the middle of my ship in first person doesn't really help me at all. The top bar isn't showing me anything at all. Who's the most golden Gurk in NMS? GG is. Yay! Wilhelm, how you doing? Welcome, dude. I think Salvage Scrap shows with the same symbol as buried tech, but in yellow. I mean, that would be great. We did this. Oh, we got a different symbol then, Nikki. We got a different symbol then. We got buried cache. It's a very cashy show. Not going to help me at all. I mean, if that was the case, Nikki, this is a planet with salvageable scrap on it. We haven't found any. So I would say that what they've done is they've replaced the salvageable when they added this toxic barrels and stuff like that, they've just replaced the salvageable scrap marker with this green marker. Because that is what salvageable scrap is now, isn't it? Or is it not? I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm going to see if I pulse for a bit, whether that goes away. It might have done. That might have gone away. It's weird. It's a weird glitch. Yes, its scrap can be few and far between. It's still there. I played it today and it was there. Alright. So you would have thought that that processing plant would show up on the HUD then, wouldn't you? You would have thought that that would show something on the radar. Shows fuck all. Absolutely fuck all. But I didn't realise that thing went around and did stuff. Sure that wasn't the case. Right. So, aim south. We're going slowly. And we're going to see if any of that shows up. Okay, no, that's a yellow symbol, Nikki. But that wasn't salvageable scrap, that was something else. Oh, what was that symbol? Oh, so that does now show up. But you have to have actually flown over it for it to show up. That literally makes no sense at all. What is the point of having a HUD? Right, so those are showing that there's floating crystals or something around. What's around here that would be picking up yellow symbols? Absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, there's golden fingers there. So the gold fingers... Gold finger... the gold fingers show up as the yellow little blobs. Buildings don't show. Both green for barrels and yellow for scrap. Okay, so we're looking then for the yellow that has not yet once appeared. Even though this planet has apparently got salvageable scrap. Well, it was just Goldfinger. It was a Bond theme, wasn't it? Nikki, I really want to try and find one of these yellow symbols that you talk about, just so that I can see it for myself. Because at the moment, Bond? James Bond. Because at the moment, I gotta say, don't believe you. Yellow ones aren't showing at all, are they? No. But Nikki says they were earlier today, for her. They're definitely not. Which doesn't help me one bit, does it? On this challenge. Doesn't help me one sausage. So I'm not really certain how to do this. It must be on, yeah, when I'm... Well, it also shows... Nikki, were you in a Corvette? Because it will show in a Corvette. That's the only other thing. But it doesn't show. I don't think it shows in a normal ship. I mean, I'll switch back to this view again just to make you guys all happy. I would Explorer happy there. But... No, fighter. Well, I am technically in a fighter, although it's not really a fighter. It's more of a sit on the sidelines and watch. Because there's that. That didn't show up. So, either a pillar. Problem is, it's useless to go and just like land next to somewhere to get a hard from engine, because that's pointless. The only places that are worth landing are going to be at a trading post like this, so that we can then get a hauler. We can earn stuff and buy the hauler, and then we could make our base near this and then go out and forage for stuff. This is a goodish place. So we could set it down here and see if I can try and do that. I won't put the ship down on the trading platform because that will then use up a slot. So I will put it down here. Is good a no, that's not what I'm asking you to do, you stupid game. I will put it down here. And then we'll use this as our base. Because so now we can't take off again. But we have got that at least there. Ow. Bugger off, you annoying screens. I reckon you should have an option to be able to turn those off when you're in perma. Because that can literally kill you when it gives you the whole thing when you can't do anything. Your ship yawns for the pad. It does, but if I land on there, it uses up one of the pad slots. We have at least got a sentinel. Okay, Andy's investigating. That's good. That's good. So, if I gather enough stuff together to build a buttery biscuit base, I think I landed next to some copper. I should be able to do this fairly quickly. The sticky bit is getting the chromatic metal, but the reason I landed here is because I think there's some copper next to me. Yeah, alright. Alright, Susan. I know.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Whee! Right. Where was the copper? Oh, he's dead. That means there's a beast around. Somebody wants to... Will you stop that silly behaviour? Right. That's what I'm looking for. I knew I'd seen it. Copper.
Thermal protection falling.
So once we can get this made into the old chromatic metal variety, we can start cooking, really. I mean, I could even take some of the bits apart in my ship if I need tech modules, because that ship isn't really going to be needed for much.
Technology recharge.
What I'm going to need to look for, though, is modules for my suit and for my gun, which are going to come from damaged machinery, and that's it. So, can't, that's a very negative GG. There is nothing we can't do together. I know. Skip and dream, eh? Skip and dream. The problem is this will take a little bit of a time because I'm having to wiggle it just a little bit. I need the most that I can possibly get. Actually, why don't I get rid of these first? Scan these first. Then get rid of these. Then don't worry, Falking, we will go and pick up all the damaged tech. I will make a little house and put a little thingy down. Now, Beebs did say no glitch building, but I might ignore that rule, just because I think that's a bit of a constriction on what is already a very, very difficult thing to do. Just because then I can glitch in the little house quickly. Otherwise, we've got to literally spend hours trying to get all the bits and the metals and the stuff to make X, Y, and Z, and, like, that's just a pain in the vagina, to be honest. Arguing with Gek's full-time occupation. It is, but it's a good fun occupation. I mean, I'm not somebody who's gonna always be right either. Like, I'm happy if somebody can prove me wrong. Absolutely happy to take that. I'd take it as learning. I might disagree with you in my mind. But I don't mind being proven wrong. I just sometimes have to be able to understand. Well, I do have to be able to understand what somebody's talking about, and logic. And the logic has got to be there for me to be able to get it. Otherwise, if it doesn't logically make any sense, then I can't really understand why you'd want to do something like that. So to me, this challenge, I'd logically either need to land next to a hauler or a trade platform. Because I've either got to buy the first one, or I've got to find the first one. There is no point landing somewhere just to have to fight a sentinel to then take off again. Because that's just silly. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get a lot of Carbonos Maximus. But always scan them, get the extra bits. What are those little red bits that are rolling off down the hill? Never seen that before. But we're going to need to get all of this. I don't know anything about these, it's like, living near an airport, this, like, living near a bloody airport. Gretch, if you go to Beeblebum's website, which is beeblebum.com, he's got his challenges. I haven't written them back up onto my site yet, because my site needs a lot of work. I will put it though, because it's quite a cool challenge, and I am determined to finish it. Don't know how long it's going to take me, but yeah, all right, get the picture. You need some more juice in your sponge. All right, is that an unidentified plant in the bagging area? It is. We could get some nanites by getting those little critters, couldn't we? I think there's 7 on this planet. Was there 7? Something like that. It's called the Cursed Pilot. Hello. Yo, Minotaur, how you doing? Welcome. How's Jason getting on, by the way, in Crimson Desert? I cannot stream that game. I get far too frustrated. Which surprises you, I bet. I love playing it. It's a really cool game. The puzzles are really difficult. I like that. That's not a bad thing at all. What I dislike more than anything else ever in that game is the boss fights. It's not because they're difficult. It's because of the camera. It doesn't let you fight in first person, and the camera insists on putting itself behind every obstacle. Absolutely every obstacle. So, Nella, you know that the boss fight where you have to do the... I'm not going to really spoilers or anything. You have to go to a banquet thing, and then things go wrong. Words were spoken. See, look, that is not going to give me anything because I don't have a freaking coil. That room where that fight is in is so small that every time I went to turn around, the camera would swing round and go behind a pillar. Once, it actually went inside the enemy. Well, that doesn't really help when you're trying to fight that enemy. And that was making me very frustrated, because it was like, I can fight him, no problem. I've spec'd my character, I've done all of the footwork and all the work to get to a point where I can beat him. But I can't beat him if I can't see him. Yes, but you need the pillars for the fight. Well, you need to... Yeah, but it was putting the camera behind the pillar. So I couldn't see anything. All I could see was a pillar. Do you see what I mean? So that really was not helpful at all. Oh, is the camera? They're finally going to do something about it, are they? Because I just found that, like, and then the other one when you have the crow boss, and it was doing the same thing, like not as bad, but to a point where like it was impossible to do the fight. I toggled that, Dark Lord. I tried to change that. That was my first thing. I thought, let's do the target. Yeah, I know that building because I frickin' found that. And it made zero difference, unfortunately. I don't know whether it's just because I'm PC with a controller. Well, maybe it doesn't like that or something. Or I'm having more problems with that. I don't know. Really don't know. But I found that very, very difficult. Because I got to the 3rd round of that fight with the crow dude on 3 occasions, and every single occasion, at the end, it put me in a position where I just couldn't see him. So I couldn't. He would then win because I literally couldn't see where he was where he was attacking me from. You're on PC with a controller. Maybe I'm just shit then, which is highly likely. But yeah, that was kind of my annoyance. And to be fair, there's only 2 things that irritate me in that game at all. The rest of it's fantastic. But the number 1 biggest annoyance is the fact that the character seems like you're drunk all the time. Like, you'll move forwards and you stop, but you don't stop. You carry on walking, and then you TT yourself off the edge of a cliff. Like, why? You don't do that in normal, like, real life movement. So why does the character do it? It's just an odd... It's like advanced buttons and combos and stuff. haven't been the problem for me in that game. It's only been the movement and the camera. I could be the third thing that irritates you. You could be, but you're not, thankfully. No, other than that, I thought the game has been fantastic. Like, oh, he is drunk. Maybe. It was just the fact that, like, if, say, you want to go on to one of those, you know, the little fast travel points, and you think, oh, I'm just going to walk up to that fast travel point, and then it will activate. But you walk onto the fast travel, and even if you're walking, your character continues to walk off the edge. You're just like, well, why? Why didn't you just stop when I asked you to stop? I liked a mechanic. I can't remember which game it was that did it. Which game is it that does it? That when you're at the edge of something, it won't let you walk off it. Oh, Icarus! Icarus does this really, really cool thing that if you're in crouch mode, right, and you go to the edge of a cliff or something, you literally can't fall off the cliff. Piggy, how you doing? Welcome. Maybe there's AI trying to smooth the animation by predicting. Maybe. I mean, I can understand what they're trying to do, but, like, Icarus has it perfect. Literally, if you're in crouch mode and you go near the edge of a cliff, you cannot fall off. If you come out of crouch mode, you can fall off. But it prevents you from, like, so if you're trying to stalk an animal or something, and there is a bit of a cliff or something like that, or a difficult part, you can't be knocked off or, like, fall off. And I think that's a really, really, really good mechanic. That they should, many more games should adopt something like that, or have thought about that. Other than that, there's nothing really else that I've found. There's nothing that's broken. There's been no issues with anything like that at all. I've been very, very impressed with the game. It's just that those two basic things. Right, have we got enough of stuff? There isn't really a lot of stuff around, is there? Could mine silver to sell? Aha. See, there we go. Salvage container. That's what we needed to find, Nikki. This is what you were saying to find. They weren't showing up on the compass at all. But yeah, you're right. We could get these and sell the parts. That would make us pretty rich quite quick, theoretically. Then we could buy the whole, because some of the parts give you like 900 grand or something, or is that something else? Maybe not quite that much. They did give you a couple 100,000, so we'd only need to find a little bit of this to actually be able to then buy a hauler. So yes, Arcadia stabilizer. So let's have a look at how much that doggy in the window is. Yeah, I don't know, and I bet you I can't sell them at that place, can I? That bastards. We've got a good lot of copper though. We might be able to. But there's not many of them around, is there? That's the issue. So there's some radioactive barrel industrial waste that I can't pick up. There's a jellyfish. Another jellyfish. So yeah, it is really scarce. Well, that might be our final creature then. Hobo Joe, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you kindly. We're going to get 3,000 nanites if we can get all of the rest of these, though. Unfortunately, we're not near any water. I might have to see if we can build an exocraft. I think I am going to tweak the rules slightly in the fact that we can glitch build, because that is just going to be an absolute pain if I can't put a base down quickly. Sell to any regular vendor. Okay, let's try this then. Let's try this because we are. Are you a mummy and a daddy? Don't know. See if they hug in a special way. Oof. Ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum bum bum. Bugger, there's like literally none. Like that planet that we started on today would have been like the most perfect planet. But I died tripping over my shoelaces up a slope. I didn't even deserve to die, but I did. Told you it's scarce and they don't show unless you fly really low. I don't believe that they're shown on the HUD, to be honest. I just don't believe it. They didn't on my ship. Right, we need those. No, we don't. We don't need abandoned crates. I do need hepatitis wheat. There's some oxygen irregulano, as Mr. Zane would call it. Let's see if this... Yeah, I know. I'm not going to get over that cactus. Oh! Don't prickly a bit. I think we've already got that. We already got that. I suppose my scanner is a bit shit though, isn't it? That's an unknown building. Could go an investigation. Oh. We're going to have to find some more of that as well. Yeah. Oh, that is the frickin'... Right, let's go and actually like go on to it. So that it doesn't keep on telling me it's an unknown building. Because we know exactly what it is. It's the place where dreams are made. But if we could get a very good source of those... So therefore I'm going to have to build some type of traversal equipment in the form of an exocraft. Which we can only build the basic ones to begin with. That's fine. Basic one will be alright. The bike would be best, but I don't have the nanites or anything else, so... Let's go and see if we can sell these bloody Korvax. There's always a bloody Korvax, isn't there? I swear they're like the dominant race. You get so many more Korvax systems than you do anything else. Ugh. If we'd found a frickin' Viking, we could have got a free S-Class well, can't guarantee it's an S-Class, but we'd get a free multi-tool. Oh, this is one of those new tables. I've not seen this yet. I've not seen this thing yet. That's like a roulette. It's quite cool, isn't it? Wonder there's any bad boys. Can you win money from doing that? Fat Tony, welcome. How are you? My starship jumps 3,237 light years. Can you achieve the same results? Probably. But not on this save. With the rules that we've got in place for this playthrough, on this challenge, no. Interesting, this is a Korvax system, but we've got a Viking sat there at the table. Interesting. Right, let's see if we can sell this then. Gek Relic, let's sell that. I don't need that. Because, I mean, I'll keep it anyway, because I'm bound to... Right, 150 grand for that. Okay, 150 schmackaroonies. And we've 350 smackaroonies for that. So we're already at 539 smackaroonies. Can we buy anything that is going to be useful? No. No. 257,000 for one of them. I bet you they sell for about 14 pence. 430. How is that? How is that only minus 2.7%? Sell it for 437, and then buy it for 257,000. That is a little bit more than 2.7%, isn't it? A little bit more. Don't think they can do their maths. So, and why is he really, really short? Dark Lord, what have you done to what have you done to it? I don't have any creatures. Radio. Abba. Let the Wookiee win. Well, we could try. Yeah, I don't have a creature, mate. Sorry. I do apologise for that. But there's plenty of creatures, I just don't have any of them. They're not mine. Can we get a better view from over here? Nothing. I got nothing at all. So basically, I'm gonna have to make the Billy basic shits. Yeah, bugger off. That just kills me, those things. I wonder if we could put... No, I don't want to put my base too near. I'll put my base over here. Because that could mess up things. We need some rocks. We might actually have rocks in the ship. And we can use the ship as base storage at the moment because we can't do anything else with it. Because it's dead. It's dead. I'm getting it. That's about all we can do. So we did get 49 out of that one. Right. 5 out of that one. Let's see what else I can put in there. Oh, I have got one. I could have sold it for 400 schmackaroonies. But we won't. So what I'm going to do... Oh shit, we need oxygen. Aha! I will have your oxygen. Thank you very much. We could do a scanner-rooney and just double check if there's nothing at all around. Fan-frickin-tastic. So, if we put down our base... Well, we can't yet. We've got to make a portable refiner. Oh, we need oxygen. There isn't any. Fine. Yeah, I don't like this, I don't like this challenge anymore. Press the X button, then the right button, and the camera. X button, the right button, and the camera? What, you mean go into camera mode to look for stuff around? I mean, the camera is down and across to go into camera mode. I could do that and look around. But it's not going to massively help me.
Technology recharge.
I've still got to get to it. That's the problem. I mean, I could just look for hazardous flora on the thingy. I've got to be careful that I don't get caught with a fuzz. See, last time, well, oh, that wasn't. That isn't one of those.
Protection falling.
It's chilly out here in the evening. I think I've actually got, Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Got smacked by the thingy. Yeah, basically I don't think we're going to get on very well with this challenge on this planet. To be fair.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Protection falling.
Yeah, I know. Is that buried cache? No, abandoned crate. See, a buried cache would be nice. Oh. What? There's nothing there. If you give me that shit, those little things down there again, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Because there's nothing there. I already got that one. What is that little thing that's apparently down there? Is that showing that it's underground? Because I've never seen it show underground things before.
Ground protection falling.
Yeah. Is this new that it shows me underground things? Oh, that's that. 5 minutes away. Jesus. Is this a new thing that it will show you the creatures underground or that are in caves or something? Although now it's not showing me them at all.
Ground protection falling.
That was really weird. Because there wasn't like a dip or anything there. I haven't got a cave there. But it was showing me as if... See, there's a subterranean relics. There is a cave under there somewhere. That's interesting if it's now showing
Technology recharge.
creatures that are underground. It'd be very, very useful.
Ground protection falling.
Not new. Oh, so if you're close enough and it will show the creatures in the cave, will it? I've never seen that before. But obviously there are caves under here because of subterranean relics here. I mean, we could try, if we could find them again, then I could try and delve down. Is that thing that I marked that now isn't marked? Which is really useful. I quite literally just marked. The yellow salvage scrap, and it's gone off. See, if this gives me something nice, some nice technology that I can use in my gun, like an S-class, or a perfect X-class module for the bolt caster, that would be nice. Probably give me a book, a species record that will give me like a bit of poo or something. Oh, suspicious shield module. Okay, we'll take it. Thank you very much. Bish bash bosh. Thank you very much. That doesn't actually synergize with anything, does it? What was the actual thingy? 33 to 11. Okay. Not horrible, but not amazing. But better than what we've got at the moment. See, that's odd because they're normally near. Lots of abandoned crates, but nothing particularly. Annoying that we lost the golden thingy. Can't you read? It says suspicious. Why would you install it? It's alright. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What can possibly go wrong? What's a bit of death between friends? I'm really puzzled by that whole showing me the animus that I didn't know. I'd also really like to just find some oxygen. Awesome hazardous plants. I'd never thought I'd say that. And that just literally jumping up in the air broke my suit. Great. Now I need that first aid box that was somewhere near here. Right, there's one. Need the oxygen. Oh, there's two of them. Otherwise, we've got rather a lack of oxygen where we are. It's the one thing we can't buy either. But there was some first aid box. Now I've lost my... Actually, I could just kill an animal, couldn't I? I know that sounds horrible. What's these ones do? That one gives me hazard protection. That one gives me hazard protection. Okay. Can't eat that, can you? No. But if we shoot that little creature, he's a chunky monkey. He got a long. He's like a hippo, but like a strange hippo. Right. Then if we eat that, eat his lovely flesh. That should give me health. Does that restore my shields? Or is it just health? I can never oh, there's a bit of oxygen. I can never actually work out. Oh, hello mate. Sorry, I might have murdered your friend. Wasn't your friend? Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, this planet has absolutely fuck all on it, doesn't it? That's my health restoration. So to successfully do this, it's going to either take an absolute frickin' age, or you just got to be lucky with the planet that you start on. Seriously saying my health is at maximum, so the 2% is a complete load of bullshit. It actually just gives you a full pip replacement on your thingy. Stuck up on this. It's quite literally fuck all here, is there? It's not a yellow one. It's not even illuminated. It's not even a thingy. Alright, alright. Keep your hair on. Yeah, eating usually restores health, yeah, but it's got to be meat. But it's the shields. It wasn't health that I was restoring, you see. It said it was health, but it wasn't health, it was shields. It's like a baby hippo with a very, very long neck. We might have to go to that other planet. Because there's just nothing here, is there? There's nothing that I can use to farm to make any money at all. There's hardly any of the salvage data either. Is that a... No, just a crate. They're not going to give me anything I need in them. Probably have to go back to that icy planet because... But we can't. Because I can't take off. Suggestions? Anybody? Suggestions? Well, I've just been murdicated in Crimson Desert by a bear. Yeah, they'll do that to you. They don't tend to like to chat. I did beat the bear. I beat a bear. He didn't really drop me anything though, as I remember. Like, I was a bit disappointed that I killed the bear, but I didn't really get much for it. I thought I would have at least got like a bear head, like that I could use as a hat, or a or like some decent big chunky pelt or something. But I just got normal Billy basic pelt and stuff. Nothing that was going to be like worthy of killing of the bear. Right. Yes. I did found a really cool helmet though. No, that gave me like I could just look at stuff and it would tell me what it was. Okay, we've got data structures, but that is it data structures? No, it's organic rock. which is going to be useless. This has got to be one of the worst planets and starts or challenge planets I've ever done on. Because there's just nothing here. There's nothing that we can use. So because I can't take off again, the only way that I can do anything is to literally fight a monitor to take off again. Which isn't going to happen. That just isn't going to happen. Cheers, Forking. Good night. Have a good one tomorrow. Have a good week. I've got another long week this week, so that's going to be fun. I mean, we will be back. Me and Beebs will be back. I know. Us two for definite. I'd imagine Sobi1 probably will be as well. And then on Wednesday, I think Windrose is out. So I'm not 100% certain, but I think me, Train, and Jason might be trying to start that as a multiplayer with three of us. But I don't really know how any of it works yet. I've not played it before because I only can play with the controller because I'm a total utter noob. I just can't play with the keyboard and mouse. Can't do it. Don't know what any of the buttons are. So, it didn't have controller support. So I didn't try the beta tester in it because I couldn't play it. But apparently now it's got controller support. Especially for the Xbox controller anyway. So that's pretty fan-dabby-tastic. So, yeah, we might be trying that. If we can make it work. Which I think we can. Where there's a will, there's a way. There is literally nothing on this planet, is there? Indeed. Oh, hello. Have I had you before? I think I'd remember if I'd had you. He's long in the front and the back. Well, at least now the temperature's gone good, that I don't have to worry about it being a bit scorchy. Scorcho. Oh! Finally got a salvage container. I can't remember what else I was going towards. I was going towards something. Oh, and in the PTS of Fallout 76, there's some really cool things. There's a new thing that they're adding in, and it's called infestations. So you will have random pockets of enemies that where they've like taken over an area. So say it would be the Blood Eagles who were there. A load of ghouls might have taken over, and you need to defeat the infestation. And there'll be a 4-star boss enemy in that area. So then that will obviously drop a 4-star item, which are very, at the moment you can only get them from doing killing Bigfoot, or if he appears, or doing the raids. So yeah, has built yourself a blanket fort on the couch. I'm glad you built yourself a blanket fort. Has it got turrets? It's got to have turrets. Not Tourette's. Oh, okay. We've got one with 3 bits. Nah, it's just a twofer. Just a twofer. Oh, actually, before I did that, I should have made sure that I've got enough room, which I wouldn't have. And if I didn't have that, then things could go bad. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, if you do that, you might not get anything. So therefore, we've got another part already. So this is a Sentinel boundary map, which is not going to be useful whatsoever. Oh no, we got so we got the Sentinel boundary map as well. I mean, I suppose we can sell it. And we got 3 parts. Okay, so that's a bit better. That's a bit better. That is okay. I could have lost a part though on that initial bit, because unfortunately, if you have well, I'll take that one. If it's just gonna sit out there in the wild. Yeah, if you don't if you have a full inventory, then you might get the part, but you won't actually get it. So you needed some comfort after the flying episode. Yes, I can imagine. Yes, unfortunately, you've just got to deal with that shit as part of your job, which must be irritating. The irritating part of the job. Pardon me. Yeah, there really is feck all on this planet that's like useful. Problem is, we can't even go that far because I've got to get back to then sell the bits unless we have a nice kind gentleman fly down. Yeah, you see? That's what happens. I'll have to see. I'll have to chat to Beebs tomorrow and ask him how he actually did this, or what his way of doing it would be. Because unless you just reload so you get a better start, I'm not certain. Because this system is not good to start this challenge in. Purely because the planets that we've got are activated. So they're going to be really, really stormy, which would just kill us instantly. And then this planet, which looked like it should have a lot on it, actually has feck all. So because of the restrictions, it would take an incredibly long time to build up your reserves of anything, because I don't even have gloves. So I mean, exocraft is probably the way to go. And to be fair, what we should have done is gone to the space station. So I think what I'll do for next time, because I'm determined to do this. I'm determined to do this challenge. I will make sure that I get a plan together. Because I think what you'll have to do first is you've got your first takeoff is free. So therefore, and you doesn't cost you, so you can take off again from the space station. So I think what you need to do is get yourself enough money together off the very basic start area. And enough nanites together. Scan as much as you can. Ideally all the animals. Then go to the space station, because unless you've gone to the space station, even if you built a teleporter. So if I built a teleporter on this planet now, I wouldn't be able to go to the space station because I haven't gone to that space station and unlocked it. I may not be understanding not be able to take off. Surely that argues for landing on the trade platform because there's no cost. Yeah, but it's not the cost. It's the challenge is that it's called the cursed pilot, because every time you land, your ship refuses to fly. So in order to get it to fly again, you need a hard frame engine. This is just the story part. This is just like the lore story part that Beeps made up. So therefore then you have to get a hard frame engine. Well, you have to get one of them from a Sentinel, the mini walker. So then you put that in your ship and just delete it out your ship, and then you can take off. But you can't hoard them, so you can only ever have one on you at once. So therefore, if you land again, you've got to fight another one of those mini walkers so that you can get the hard frame engine again and take off. So it's really complicated. It's not complicated, it's just really hard. So, but you got your first takeoff for free. After that, every single time your ship touches down anywhere, it's grounded. So that ship can't move again. But we made the silly mistake of not being able to, or of not visiting the... Well, I say we. I made the silly mistake of not visiting the space station. See, that one's 350 grand. I thought it was. I thought some of them were worth a lot. And these ones are 300,000, but 2.
Units received.
Alright.
Units received.
But... oh, me. We can use in here to... So, what do you win if you win... If we found a really cool animal, right, and we beat him, do you win money or nanites or something? What do you win from these things? And I've probably got to go to the space station to be able to unlock something, or the anomaly, or to unlock something, to start doing it. Because I don't think you can even make creature pellets, can you? Or can you? No. So I can't even make creature pellets. That sucks. So yeah, this is really, really difficult. Stuff, things, and nanites. Okay. So is it worth... So that's the other thing. I don't know whether that would be worth doing on this kind of playthrough as well. I mean, that is useless because we can't use it anyway. Although I suppose we would be able to use... Actually, that would be useful to find... No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be useful at all. Um, 3,200. So we got 1.2 million. How much is that bad boy? Well, it's an A class, so let's not look at that. How much is this one? C class, 16 million. So if you managed to find or start on a planet that had a high density of scrap, salvageable scrap, you'd be alright. You would be alright.
Technology recharge.
But unfortunately we haven't. Although, to get the reactor, though... Does the reactor map... The reactor can be from any ship, though, can't it? So we wouldn't have to always get haulers. But you would have to get haulers for the... all of the other parts. Because you can't just get... Or do other wings fit on a hauler? So is it just the hauler body you need to get? See, these are lots of questions that I don't know the answers to. It makes it rather difficult to know what I'm doing. Not that I know what I'm doing anyway. It's definitely a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. I think this would have been okay if I'd gone to the space station, because the problem is I've shot myself in the foot by now having to fight a Sentinel to be able to even take off again. And I can't then teleport to the space station because I don't unlock the space station. Bugger. Buggery bumhole. Well, I don't think there's much point in me continuing with this one. Because this planet sucks, and this system sucks, and I've already screwed myself over. And it's just going to take hours and hours and hours of grinding for no reason to get this. And that's pretty boring. So... on that bombshell. So I can either try and start another one. Well, what's the time? 10:30. I don't really have time to do that. What I can do though is... No, I can't even do that either, because it's a different account. We could try and do that pet thing. Or the new xenomorph thing on my other thingy. Start over. We could just see if my pet... See if we can do that pet thing. So what I'll do is I'll quit out of this. I need to quit desktop. Because I'm going to have to change my Steam account to my main save, which we've been playing. Then we can have a look at getting see what our pets are like. Because I've got some pretty cool pets on that one, but I have no idea whether they're any good. They're probably all C-class rubbish. Come on, Steam. Can I have you back today, please? Because I can't task manage and start, because otherwise that means restarting. So anyway. The computer bits haven't been going too well today for me, have they? Oh, come on, Steam, don't be a dickhead. No, it's going to be a dickhead. For some reason, it's closed, and it sometimes does this. Sometimes you log out, and it will just automatically come back up with like, which account do you want to log in. Other times, it just disappears. Like, gone. So I'm going to have to now task manager, end task on Steam, because it's still there, it's still running, it just, Windows 11 just seems to mean it makes it not work. There it is, still there, the client is still working, it's just not showing me anything. Then end task on that, and then try and start it again. Now, we have an updating Steam, which is always fantastic. And now it's loaded in. Woohoo! It's weird. It's really weird how it does this. Because now, I'm straight in. Everything's there. Bing, bang, bong. Launching No Man's Sky. Alright, we should have the creamy Corvette. I just adopted a bunch of mechanical pets. Are the mechanical pets ones better? Or not? Creamy Corvette. Let's have a look what we've got. So this is our main permadeath save. That we've built up over the last what year? We only started it about a year ago. We're in Galaxy 176. There's my little Gek. What's going wrong with your eyes? You never had those eyes before. Have you been to the opticians and got contacts? Because that's really weird. The update has changed my Gek's eyes. Right, anyway, let's get out. See what we've got. Oh yeah, that's my bike. I can't remember what we were doing, actually. Absolutely not a clue. Don't even know where we are. So. Oh yeah, that was a beautiful little pistol, wasn't it, that I found? Beautiful! Beautiful! Oh, he's put it away, he didn't want to show you. He doesn't want to show you. Pets, that's what I'm looking for. Right, what have we got? So, we've got Vanda Estevada. So how do I then make that... How do I see all this stuff? Because I have absolutely no clue what to do. So if anyone can talk me through it. Is there a log? Is there something in our log? No. How do I start this thing? Because otherwise I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I have no idea how to do anything. Nelly, you must know. Explorer definitely knows, but he's just not saying anything. I do like this ship. It turned out a little bit nicer than I thought it would. It's a particularly cool planet. Lots of big rings. But yeah, how do I start this thing? Go to the anomaly. Awesome. Let's go to the anomaly. Visit Polo for one of his space cookies. I've got 3 pets. Oh, don't worry. Minotaur told me the answer. I haven't done this pet. I haven't done anything to do with it. I haven't done this update. I have not been around much this week. This last week. So we couldn't really complete the other challenge on that planet or system that we were in because it was just a nightmare. So I went on to my normal save, and my Gex eyes have changed, which is really, really weird. So the update changed my Gex eyes. That's what you missed, Explorer. So now I've got to go here. You're in the kitchen. All these excuses come pouring out. I go here, and then what's this? Is that new? That hole there is new, isn't it? These holes are new. These holes didn't used to be there, did they? Or have they always been there? I would go up and see Polo, I'm guessing. Polo with a hole. Ah, here it does actually tell me. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Go further, go faster, far less. No, don't have to see him. Go to the right near the egg incubator. Aha! Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Ah, Wolfie! Oh no, it's Wolfie McGree. That's not Wolfie. That's Wolfie McGree. Egg sequencer. Fat bastard. Ah, here we are. Aha. But I don't know what they're good at. I don't know anything about the bloody C-class. Is good agility. He's got good agility though. Talk to the guy at the table. There is no guy at the table. There's literally no guy at the table. Oh, there's a guy over here. There's 3 tables. Ooh. Oh, you're a bit weird, aren't you? It's like a fish. It is literally a fish. It's a fish in a helmet. Okay. The life form regards me with bulging eyes, oddly magnified by the curve of their tank head. Is that a companion register? Are you a collector? It's like showing Pokemon cards, isn't it? Oh, that's the PvP table. The traveller pores over the data. The crustacean, like growth in their tank, bobs up and down. Lovely. This will do. It will do. A beginning. Cheeky bastard. This is not a starter car. This is a finisher car. I can't even remember what that is. I think it's... Let me see if I can do that.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! A starter car! This car is a finisher car! A transporter of gods! The golden god! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
That's what I would say to him. That's what I would say to him. But manners introductions. Hello, I'm Oceanus. Well, that's an original name, isn't it? A collector, a strategist, a traveller now settled. Especially Pozo recently welcomed me to this extraordinary place. It's exciting to meet new challenger. Shall we play a game of tactics? Your companions against mine. Not sure. Hollow Arena is a safe simulation. Your collection will learn, but they cannot be hurt. Good, good. He's got Scorpidoop, Uzi, and Botanic Dengler. Oh dear. Right, I mean, maximum health 643. Mine's got about 5. So I've got to choose my team, have I? Okay, now. Right, my lesser mushroom beetle. He's got, again, S-class agility, but his combat potential is shit, even though he's only got big pincers. Then we've got Mr. Daisiata. Combat potential is good. He's got those big horns. Not got much maximum health though. It's fairly agile. What do you do? 177, agility 59, health 50, and you've got 70. Hang on a second. I'll say yeah. So you've got quite a lot of agility. Attack profile is good versus radioactive. Good versus mechanical. Not good versus tropical or good versus fire. Okay, so he's good versus desert and anomalous. Tropical, radioactive, mechanical and toxic. So, yeah, fire we're going to be funked, aren't we, really? Any of my ones, I'm going to be buggered against those. Oh, is that the type they are? So that's it is a tropical creature. Oh, so I've got one of each. It's pretty. Oh, I haven't got a fiery creature. So we're gonna have him. We'll choose him. Beastini. I think you've got to go in there. Got to have a teddy geck, and I think we'll put in you because you're a beast and a very, 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 very rare creature that is. If you can find a beetle with one of those mushrooms on it, this is the lesser beetle. Then there's the greater mushroom beetle that has a stalk and an mushroom. They are ridiculously rare. Ridiculously rare. Right, go team. Do I have to do anything? What do I have to do? I don't really understand. Do I click on here? No? Christina will move first. But how? Some kind of instructions would be very useful. Oh, I have to hit one of these, do I? Right. I have absolutely no clue what I'm meant to do. If I do a Leviathan beam? And what are you? Can I see what you are? No. Let's do a Leviathan beam then, shall we? Scorpidoop used wild charge, but it missed. Did I hit him then? I didn't ask him to continue a Leviathan beam. Is that all I'm allowed to do then? Alright, so... wait for 3 turns and heals your creature by... I'm not unhealed. Toxic damage? I don't think he's really going to be very good at toxic damage. So I don't get a choice whether it does something else, or does it? Yeah, I don't really get this, to be fair. Oh, he's changed! He's changed into a beetle! He's now got Oozy Oozy! Hang on a sec. That means he's got full health again now. What? So I removed all his positive effects, and yet he still killed me in one hit. Really? Really? Yeah, I think that's a bit cheating, really, isn't it? Because he was nearly dead, and then he could switch out his thingy. See, I do this much damage, and he does like, kaboof, kills me in one go. What's he doing? And he's taken half of my health off with one hit. Considering they're meant to be a similar, like, thing, that's very, very unfair. So now the dude that's on half health has come back again. Yeah, I know he switched him out, the little bastard. Have some of this then, mate. Have some of that. But I'm on low health and I've only got one. He's not very good at that one, is he? I like my burrowing worms, though. They do some good deals on that. You can do the same. I know I could do the same, but I've only look now. He's got a freaking goldfish. I mean, the goldfish isn't going to be. Should we try some suspicious fluid? And now he's going to do a one-shot kill, isn't he? Yeah. See? So, the reductions of your opponent's stuff mean absolutely fuck all. Because they don't do anything. Give you an icy blast if ever you've seen one. I mean, the effects and everything look cool, but I don't really get it. But then I've never been one for this kind of little thing. I'm guessing that frosty stuff is not very good against the goldfish. I didn't ask you to do that. I'm gonna give you a blizzard. Just more of the same thing. He just keeps fighting those thingies. It helps you fight the right type to damage your opponent. Yeah, how am I going to know that? I just gave myself a transfusion. Oh, okay. And why do I keep on fighting these bits of ice? I mean, they literally do fuck all, do they? Oh, his fish is trapped. It's dead. His fish is dead. Oh no, we've got Scorpidoodle. Scorpidoop. I could win though. Oh, he's using that to heal himself, is he? Oh, you cheeky bastard. I'm going to give you an icy blast for that. Oh, poof! They missed a trick. They should have gone, Ayukin! As he does the icy blast. He keeps doing that move, and he's not very good at that move. Hang on a minute, how did he get to heal himself at the same time as, I'm going to give you a blizzard. Poof! You're dead. I win. Even though I had no clue what I was doing. It says it on the pet when it's good or poor against. I know, but I don't know what the opponents are going to be. Do I? I know what mine are, Nella, but I don't know what theirs are going to be. So, like... yeah, I don't really get that. So what did I get from that then? I got these strange things, which I don't know. Does it show in this? No? How do I see my pets then for their mutation progress? Okay, here we are. Genetic profile. So, I mean, he was pretty effective in combat, to be fair, and yet he's only got a C. So, my mutation progress, I don't know what that does. Exposure to battles in the hollow arena will slowly mutate a companion. Each level mutation allows the individual gene to be edited, leveling up the companion's combat performance. He's very gentle, this one, though. You need to go get a bigger stable. More horses. Do I need more horses? Okay, when you set up for a fight, it says what his team is, and you can set your team. Ah, but it didn't though, did it? When I first did that. Or maybe that's just because it's the first time. Pet searching. Yeah, I get that, but how many pets are you allowed to have? Ah, now you're allowed to have a lot more. Ah, that's fine then, because originally it was only like you got 6. Like, okay, I can afford that. Oh, did it say that? Did it? I didn't see that. Right? Should we do him again then? Let's see if I can get the hang of this again then. So. Oh! Take the treats of your creatures. It's not for you. What? I want to eat it. What happens if I do eat it? Okay, he's giving me something cool. I think. Blub blub blub. Call him Beeblebum. Okay. So that's his team selection. So he's got. Oh, I see. Right. So he's got a. He's got 2 mechanical creatures, which are not good against Anomalous and Frost. Well, I've got a Frosty Beast, which is him. So he'll be good against those 2, and that one, they're not good against mechanical or toxic. Well, I've got a toxic, and I don't have a mechanical, but I should probably... Actually, I do have a mechanical, don't I? No, I don't have a mechanical. No. I think we'll just confirm our team again. Go team! Well, who are we up against first? See, it doesn't tell me what... Oh, that's the... Yeah, but it doesn't tell me who he is. Oh, yeah, it does. Mechanical and toxic. So I need to change my beastie, don't I? good background music, though. You have eggs from expeditions. That is true, I do. Outbreak? See, those things are shit. I like the burrowing worms. Come on, Yoa Yoa, what you gonna do? Oh, okay, that's alright. Oh, he's cleansed himself. I'm gonna spit. 102 damage. See, I don't do as much damage as they do against me. Oh, he didn't do very much damage then, actually. Suspicious fluid. Quite like that. I did nothing. I thought he was meant to be good against, he's a forest one. It's good against that. Let's have an outbreak. Hang on a sec, that means I'm going to be killed now. Oh, he's changed his little toy. He's changed his little toy. What? 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 Did he kill himself at the same time? So the yellow on the skills shows strong. He will start with 1 and move on to 3, but like you, he can change pets. Yeah. Ah, as a debuff. Well, it said it was strong against frickin' leafy people. I think so. Yeah. But he did kill his other one as well, though. So I don't know whether this one's good against them or not. Yeah, it's good. It's good against mechanical. He's got a mechanical. So that did nothing. My little beastie's a little beastie. Oh, that's a very cool move. How come he got 3 hits? Didn't ask him to do that. I didn't get a choice, did I? See, look, I'm not getting a choice. I didn't want to do that. He's just they're just playing on their own now. He's dropping rocks on me. Don't freaking drop rocks on me, mate. And now I get a choice, so I can. Why would I want to wait 3 turns? That doesn't do anything either. That's not good for... Hang on a sec. This dude is meant to be good against mechanical, isn't he? Oh no, he's bad against mechanical. Right, let's change... I think we've only got 2 mechanicals left. What's he? He's a mechanical as well. So is he good against mechanical? Yeah, he's good against mechanical. So let's give him a blizzard. Hoo! Boof. In one go! In one go! Daisieta is a beast. What's he doing? Absorption shield created. That's not going to get past my icy blast, mate. That is not going to get past my icy blast. A blast from the past, that was. See? Oh! Oh dear. Daisy's lost her bits. Right, I'm going to give you a blizzard because that worked well. Boof. Yeah, dead. You've lost all your critters. I can see how this could be addictively fun, but it is almost completely RNG. So do I get more stuff from you this time? Are you going to give me more treats that I can't eat? No? No? Okay. So now my beasties should be better. So considering I've only got basic beasties, I'm not doing too badly. Although these are only training fights, to be fair. I'm a natural. Chat's can we tame GG and enter him into the exo arena? So now these dudes then, he's got 31% progress. You've got to stop being so gentle. You've got to stop being so playful. And you've got to be more aloof. So how do I edit genes then? Oh, I don't have any. So how do you get these? That hasn't increased at all. Right. You're Beastini, you're a bit rubbish. Fly down to planet, scan, and I'll find a good one. But how do you level up, though? Oh, every one progress. Ah, okay, so you have to fight a lot to get the although that is going on all of them. Although will this one... That one hasn't been in a fight, so no, it hasn't. Because he's too gentle. He's very, very gentle. And he's a cheeky little one. Whereas this one's just a beast. That's what he does. So yeah, he's more gentle actually, but he's devoted. Not very useful though. Let's see what companion eggs we've got over this way. I reckon like a slug would probably be quite good. Oh, but then I've got a hatchet, haven't I? I don't even know how to do that. Probably got all sorts of shit. A pooling egg, that looks like it would be doing quite good, wouldn't it? A grub cocoon. A glowing egg. A bioluminescent spawning sac. Sounds delightful. Sandworm egg. Now, a sandworm should theoretically do quite well, shouldn't it? And how about a quad? That'd be quite cool. Can you do the beam? I think I'm going to take the sandworm egg. Let me go and now put this into the... I have to put it into this, don't I? How long does it take? It takes frickin' ages, doesn't it? We need to be in the fight and survive. Okay. Right, I want to give it... I don't know. I ain't got any idea about this thing. Let's give it some basalt. Oh, that decreases its size. Don't want any basalt. Radiant shards? No, don't want radiant shards. Titties! That gives it bigger. The titties always make it bigger. Quartzite? Don't know what that does. Colouring. Okay, we'll have a purple beast. What are mealworms going to do? That's nothing. They don't like the mealworms. What's the basalt in there? And he gives it a dose of 16. Is it like things that your men are put in these things? Give it some uranium. And... what else have we got? Some random shit we can pop in. Some rusty metal. Playfulness? I don't want you to play. I want you to become evil. I want you to take over the world. Oh, its independence is increasing with launch. Weird thing. Like if I give you some mealworms. Ah! Aggression is increasing with mealworms. But that's 0%. Not really very helpful. It needs a lot more mealworms. What do you reckon? I mean, if I gave you a load of that, you'd increase... okay, I think if somebody gave me a load of shit, I'd be a bit, like, aggressive as well. Hatch the egg and you don't have to wait. Okay, right. Okay, well, let's try it. Boof. Modification complete. Return. Increased height. Unstable anatomy. Unstable colouring. And it's increased aggression. That's what we like to see. So how do I get the... How do I hatch the egg then? Where is my egg? There he is. That'll do. Well, you're not very big, are you? You're meant to get bigger than that. You're meant to have been huge. Let's evolve you, shall we? Use this. Oh, where are you going? Wouldn't be a freaking very good spaniel, would it? Come here. Right, let's evolve you, shall we? Let's use the retroviral pellet. So what did that do to it? No idea. Now we got Iru. Let's have a look at your genetic profile then. Oh, he's all A's. He's all A's. Aggression 45%, territorial. But he didn't go purple, did he? I was expecting him to go purple. Right. He's 30 kilos, weighs in at 30 kilos at a height of 0.8 meters. And he was meant to be really big. He's a maggotling. Oh, lovely. So let's see what you do then. Can you fuck off now? Blub blub blub. Yeah. Whatever, Trevor. Right, let's switch out this lineup. So, oh, actually, we need to see what he's going against. We've got one that's going to have goes against that. So he's good at radioactive, which is that one. He's good at versus toxic, and then Beastie Boy he's not going to be playing with me today. Beastie, let's move you into that. Confirm team. Go team. And you do good against toxic and fire. Oh, we've got a good one against fire. Right, what are you going for at the minute? You're a toxic beast. Okay. Undermine. We can undermine you. A wild charge. Let's do a wild charge. That wasn't really a charge, was it? It was more of a... It let out a charge. I'll give you a lash. Boof! That did more harm to me than it did them. Alright, Susan. Alright. What's no aces? Heals your creature. Ooh, might need to do that. Burning lungs. Good against toxic. He is a toxic. Let's give him a... That's fuck all. Oi! I'm gonna have to heal him. Otherwise he's gonna be... Right. He got bigger then. My worm got bigger. Oh, what's he doing to me? Right, what's an undermine? Deals desert damage. But that's... Oh, it's good against toxic. Oh, but it deals a lot of damage to myself. 385, but I could kill it though. Yeah, killed it. Woohoo! Right, let's see what he brings in next, shall we? Oh my god, he's got a big eye. One-eyed trouser snake there. What's he got? It's radioactive. Let's... Oh no, he's going to kill me. Don't like that. Right, he needs to change. We need one that does good against radioactive, which is this bad boy. Ouch! Right, let's get some burrowing worms on that big fat eye. Well, that did nothing! It did nothing at all! I'm sure my burrowing worms should do a lot more damage than that. Oh, my burrowing worms are starting to do more damage. Not much though, are they? Right, that's good against... Oh, that's because burrowing worms are good against tropical. Right, hang on a sec. Why have I got nothing that's good? You said that you were good against thingy. Defense is good against radioactive. Attack's good against tropical. Bollocks. I don't know that I've got anybody that's good against tropical. Against radioactive. Bum. Probably not. He might kill me. He might kill me. Atina! Oh, my burrowing worms are doing the... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! I need to produce some lava. That healed nothing. Oh, large heal in 3 turns. Well, I'm going to be dead in 3 turns, aren't I? Yeah. This dude's a bit of a tricky one. This is a tricky beast. I haven't really got anything that's good against radioactive. Bollocks. I read that wrong. He's not good against radioactive. He's going to be the best that I've really got. He's not good versus tropical. Mechanical. I'm going to have to get Uri back again. Oh no, Uri's got no frickin'... No, Uri's dead. He's dead. Oh, he missed! He missed! I'm gonna have to do some... I'm gonna have an oasis of calm. Woo! That actually gives me more back than the other one did. What's he doing? He's doing a healing. Oh, you're not allowed to do that as well. That's not fair. Right, I'm going to undermine you. No, I'm not going to undermine you. Alright. I mean, if you miss, right? Fucking great big eye there. I did actually do some damage then. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, and he healed! How can he do damage and heal at the same time? That's not fair. Well, I've only got the ability to undermine you, or to lash out at you. I'll try and do some tropical damage. I don't like the fact they can attack me and heal, and I can only attack them. Which is a transfusion. I've got to go to Oasis of Calm. And he's back to full health. Oh no, that's a different one. So what's this one then? This is tropical. Can my dude do good tropical damage? No, he can't. Can I? Do I have anybody that does to tropical? Oh, that one's... He's good against tropical. Totally tropical. I'm not very good at this battling kind of thing. You've got to remember too much shit. Right, I'm going to have some burrowing worms. Actually, no, what are we going to do? What's the best thing about that? Change the strength of your creature by... No, I don't want to do that. Suspicious fluid. Can I cover in suspicious fluid? Decreases the combat effectiveness of the opposing creature for 4%. That does fuck all. Let's try it though. Nothing? Nothing! He had no damage. He's actually grown. Right, let's give you some burrowing worms. Oh man. Hit me with you missed, mate. You missed. But he's thrown him. What? Oh there, my burrowing worms are getting on the case. There we go. I do like this funky music in the background. Kapow! Look at all the debuffs you have in him. I did have quite a lot of debuffs on him, didn't I? I kept on smacking him in the kisser. You choose your next move. Choose it wisely. I'm gonna have to get some little hatchlings out, aren't I? Right, I need to lockjaw on their own. What the hell is that? I'm gonna produce some lava. Ugh! But I don't want a large heal in 3 turns. I want a large heal now. He's not really using much debuffs on him, on me, is he? But he's still doing quite a lot of damage. I could probably get him with the burrowing worms, I reckon. Lyco. I like to move it. I like to move it. One more spit, and he's mine. Bye, Lyco. Oh no, I've got him back. He's back. Oh, he's choosing. Oh, he's done something to me. Right, but what's this one again then? He's radioactive. I don't think I've got anything that's useful. My defense is against radioactive. Okay, so that's not too bad. But I think I'm going to hit him with some burrowing worms then. Can I act? What? So what am I going to do then? I can't do anything. So do I just wait? I mean, I guess that's all I can do, isn't it? Don't be sick on me out of your eye. Right, you're going to be hit by some burrowing worms. You think that's funny, right? You didn't think I did much? You wait until they come out of your ass. Because they will. Blech! I don't like my dude's healing ability. It's not very good. My burrowing worms are really getting in there though, aren't they? Right, I'm going to produce some larvae, because apparently that gives me a big heal. No, it does nothing. Where's this big heal in 3 turns? Like, it just hasn't happened, has it? We've had 3 turns since I did it, and I've had no big heal. I think I'm going to be dead on the next one if I don't change my critter. So let's give you a big spit. Blah! Then he's going to kill me. But the healing thing is a load of bollocks. Because I haven't had any healing at all. Like, it literally hasn't healed me whatsoever. Look. It does nothing. All I'm going to be is dead. See? So what's the point? Like, if it doesn't work, then don't put it on there. See, his thing actually heals, but that produced lava thing didn't do anything. Because I had literally 3 turns. That's what it said. Wait 3 turns, big heal. We waited 3 turns. There was no big heals. There was no heals at all. I'm going to give a wild charge on you. Oh, I think he dodged it. I've definitely got to get this big eye down. Oh! He likes to transfuse himself. I'm going to go for my Oasis of Calm. Because this is the only one that heals himself well. The other one's just useless. Right, now I can give you a wild charge. Boof! And you're dead. And you lost again. Absolute cheesemonger. So I'm 45% mutation progress. Is that it? I do think... Yep. Yeah, pet searching aspect will help keep this interesting a little longer than it would before it gets on. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm quite bored of it already. I mean, fighting other people might be quite cool. But the problem is you know what's going to happen, like in every other game. People are either going to cheat, or they're going to just go in with triple S. Like... perfect, like, pets. So you're never going to have any decent battle at the anomaly, because everybody who's in there to fight will always just be triple S beasties. What are you trying to sell me? I want to see your wares? I mean, it was quite funny to do it, but I can't say it does much for me. I think I was right with my first impressions and reading through the notes that it wasn't really something that interested me. But yeah, I can imagine the pet searching part would be fun. But yeah, the rest, not so much. Right, let's just create a save here. And, yeah. That was fun. I mean, the challenge is a really good challenge from Beebs, but I think I've definitely got to look at it and really try and work out how I'm going to do it, because it's really difficult. It's going to take a couple of streams. And it is really dependent on getting a decent planet to start with. I mean, now, that was fun. It just isn't something that really interests me much. So I wouldn't want to do it much more than that. But, yeah, it's quite cool. And I'm... The community... Yeah, they are. And yeah, I can see it. It's been very well put together. It has been very well put together. And I am very up for, once we've got our stasis device farm running, I've been doing some work in the background for that, just so that it isn't so boring on stream. Once we've got that up together and we can do all of that, then I think we will definitely go for pet hunting on this. Or don't do it then. Well, we are the ones you should please. Are you not entertained? Well, I try on Explorer. I try. Do my best. To God and the Queen and all that. Right, thank you guys for hanging out. Let's see who's on Twitch that we can go and raid, if there's anybody still up. Who's still on? Jason's still on! He's still on! Oh my god, that's how long? It's 6.5 hours. Let's go and raid Jason, because I never get a chance to raid Jason normally, and it's very cool to say hi. He won't see the raid anyway, but we'll say it anyway. So let's just start the raid and go and say hi to Jason. He's playing some Crimson Desert, and I think we might be back with him. Well, I will be streaming on Wednesday with him. Don't know whether we'll be doing Ark or whether we'll be doing Windrose. So we'll see then. But anyway, back tomorrow with Mr Beeblebum, and we'll be playing Enshrouded. That's the one. So, good night, people. Take care. See ya. And for everyone else on YouTube, cheers, guys. Take care. Have fun.
Golden Gex on the screen, with a smile so keen, playing games all day in his funny way. Fails at every turn, but he won't ever learn. Laughing all the time, makes it all so fine. Golden Gex, you try, but you always die. Still you make us smile, stay for a while. Jumping over highs, falling from blue skies. Respawn and go again, never let it end. He's a hero here, in his own little sphere. With his joy and flair, we don't even care. Golden Deck, you see, it's your joy that's key. Winning's not the goal, you're enriching the soul. Turn, but he won't ever learn. Laughing all the time makes it all so fine. Makes it all so fine. Golden Gag, you try, but you always die. So you make us smile, stay for a while. Jumping over highs, so you all but die. You all but die. Jumping over highs, falling from blue skies. Respawn and go again, never let it end. Jumping over highs, falling from blue skies. Respawn and go again, never let it end. Jumping over highs, falling from blue skies. Respawn and go again, never let it end. He's a hero here, in his own little sphere. With his joy and flair, we don't even care. Golden Get, you see, it's your joy that's key. Winning's not the goal, you're enriching the soul. Jumping over highs, falling from blue skies. Respawn and go again, never let it end. He's the hero here, in his own little sphere. With his joy and flair, we don't even care. We don't even care, even care. Golden Gag, you see, it's your joy that's key.